So Dale, are you ready to go home? Huh, baby boy? Are you ready to go home, Dale? Are you ready? Do you want to go home? Yeah? Where are we, Dale?
Where are we? Are we home? Are we home? You ready to get outside?
Did we bring you home?
So, I think it's safe to say that we're moving a bit slower today than we have past days. Yesterday, the spot, we were able to get level enough. It was super unlevel. We were able to get level enough, and everything seemed to be going well. We had our first bonfire of the whole trip, which is kind of funny. But then about, 10 o'clock, 10:30-ish last night, the winds picked up out here, and it was shaking the whole camper like crazy.
Batten down the hatches.
We're getting ready to go to the Black Canyon of Gunnison National Park, and we're going to do all the viewpoints there, and then I guess we're going to go to a BLM spot near the Great Sand Dunes. So it's a big driving day. It's about 200 miles today. Wow, just look at this view. So we're literally at the base of a mountain right here, and there's some spots, this mountain's not super tall, but it's tall enough that there's some spots up there that still have snow that I can see. So it's a decently tall mountain. About 10 miles that way are the Great Sand Dunes of Colorado, which is where we're going tomorrow. So this is gonna be our base camp for tonight. We're at about 8,000 feet of elevation, which means it's supposed to get down to less than 50 degrees tonight. And just to add to it, it rained earlier today, and you probably can't see it, but right there, that's a rainbow. So that's the arch. The arch goes up and around, and it landed somewhere over here by us when we were driving up here. So tonight, we were camping literally at the base of a mountain and the end of a rainbow. It really doesn't get better than that. Caitlin is doing her last few checks, and we're getting ready to go. But we're getting ready to go to the Sand Dunes National Park, and then we're going to go to Colorado Springs, and we're coming to a close on our trip. We only got 4 or 5 more days left. This is so cool out here. You wouldn't expect something like this to be in the middle of Colorado. And so it's so weird because you're driving and it's like cow pasture, mountains, sand dunes. This is incredible. We'll have to come back here sometime. This is a great spot to bring kids.
Yeah.
There's so many kids out here having fun. It's basically a beach in the middle of Colorado, surrounded by mountains. So yesterday we didn't get to hike at Garden of the Gods, so today we're going to go back and hike there. Colorado Springs and Denver, actually, the whole area between them, unless you go up into the mountains, is hard to find boondocking spots from what I was seeing. However, just north of Colorado Springs, there's a Bass Pro Shop that does allow dry camping on their parking lot. You have to be at the back of their parking lot. So that's where we stayed last night. It's only about 18 miles from Garden of the Gods, so it's gonna be a short drive down there, and then we're heading up to Denver. So I feel like we got extremely lucky and picked the perfect time to go to the Garden of the Gods. It just rained a couple of days ago, and I don't know if it's just because of the rain or if just in July in general is like this, but it is extremely green right now, and the red rock contrasting with all of the greenery makes for stunning views. Well, we're off to Denver to our next camping spot. So today is basically our final free day of this trip, because after today we're heading east, basically heading for home. So the way we're ending our journey is today we're going to Rocky Mountain National Park. So it is absolutely beautiful up here, but it is also absolutely packed.
Yes.
This is, I think, the busiest national park we've been to so far. So right now we're at the Beaver Meadows Visitor Center. We're gonna drive up to the Alpine Visitor Center, which is apparently an hour drive from here, and it's only half the drive. So we're debating on if we're gonna go all the way to Grandview Lake or not. We're gonna basically see how long it takes us to get to the Alpine View Visitor Center and then go from there. So apparently for every 1,000 feet of elevation change, the temperature drops by about 5 degrees. So Denver being at around 5,000 feet of elevation and 90 degrees today means that up here at 12,000 feet of elevation, is going to be about 55 degrees, the highs. So the lows are also going to be about 35 degrees cooler up here than it is in Denver. So if you come up here, keep that in mind. We wore shorts and athletic t-shirts, which means it was quite chilly. And it's pretty evident that's gonna be chilly based on the snow-capped peaks, which are absolutely gorgeous. But
if there's snow on the ground, it's probably cold.
yeah. But this has been such a beautiful drive. So we made it back, and it literally just started raining, so we got back in perfect time. But today was a great end of our trip, in my opinion, because Rocky Mountain National Park was amazing. It was such a beautiful drive. We didn't go do any of the hikes, which there's tons and tons of hiking to do there. But just the drive took, what, 3 hours?
Something like that.
So just the drive from the east entrance to the Alpine Visitor Center, which isn't even the full drive. You could take a whole day and just do the drive from the east entrance to the Grand Lake and back. That alone could take a whole day. So Rocky Mountain National Park is definitely a place we're gonna have to go back to, because there's so much hiking and so much beauty to see there. So to end the night, we're just going to eat some food, play some games, watch some TV and stuff, and just kind of relax before tomorrow having a huge driving day. But that kind of concludes the trip. I don't think we're going to record much more for the rest of the trip, so. Where are we? Are we home? Are we home? You ready to get outside?
Did we bring you home?